All right, y'all. So look, I have been really wanting to make this video for 2 weeks now. Ever since I first heard about Sudiksha missing, I wanted to make a video like this. But now that the search has been called off for her and I guess she was declared unalived, I said, oh no, I have to make this video now. So I looked up her name on YouTube. I looked up her name on social media, all forums, and all the videos is 5 days ago, 4 days ago, 6 days ago. And that really bothers me so bad. It bothers me so bad because it's so many girls that go missing, right? Did any of y'all ever think, oh my God, what if she's still alive? What if her kidnapper is searching her name just like how we're searching her name every day? Searching her name every single day. And they have her held hostage somewhere. And she's with them. And they're talking to her like, see, I told you that nobody was going to keep looking for you. I told you that people would forget about you. You know, because that's what kidnappers do. They brainwash. What if she's being held somewhere as hostage, being brainwashed, making her think that she's forgotten? Let's not allow that to happen. I feel like we wouldn't want to have been forgotten. Nobody wouldn't want to be forgotten. What if she really still is alive? What if she was kidnapped? What if, I don't know, y'all. Like, I really just don't know. But this is also coming from someone that spent a lot of their early 20s in Dominican Republic, okay? Dominican Republic is a beautiful country, very beautiful country, but I've had my own personal experiences in Punta Cana, to be exact, where things was a little bit questionable. I'm not going to say which resort that I stayed at where this experience happened that I'm about to tell you, but I will say that I was in Punta Cana when this happened, what I'm about to explain. Years ago, in my early 20s, I was in Dominican Republic for whatever reason in Punta Cana, and that's all I'm saying. And it was a gentleman at the bar. He was a bartender. He was very friendly, very chatty. He just kept trying to talk to me. And not necessarily in a way where he was trying to, get to know me like after hours. No, he was just talking to me regular. And I'm a very talkative person as well. So I was talking back. But he threw me off a little bit. He threw me for a loop when he asked me to go over to the beach. Mind y'all, it was pitch black dark outside. It was nighttime. It was very late. If you go to these resorts, it's traffic all the times of the night. The resorts are 24 hours type service. So I believe at this time it might have been 11 or 12 o'clock at night. This gentleman asked me to go to the beach, to walk over to the beach. And me being around Sudiksha's age, I was like, okay, like I'm a beach lover. I love the beach. So I started to walk towards that way. I didn't get over to the beach yet, but I was walking along the pool area and I got over to where it was like the sand and the pool deck met. And something came over me. I said, you know what? This is not right. I look over to my right where if you go down that little path, the beach was down there. I said, it's pitch black dark over there. It was pitch black dark over there. It was absolutely no lights over there towards where the gentleman wanted me to walk with him. And something came over me. I said, you know what? This is dangerous. I don't think that I should be walking over towards nowheres, especially off of this little area where it's lit up, because it was lit up where I was at, by the bar, by the pool. It was lit up. Mad lights over there. A bunch of people was over there. Where he wanted me to go with him, no one was over there. It was literally pitch black dark. You couldn't see anybody. And so I started thinking, like, mind you, I don't have no problem with hiding my age. I'm 32. This was in my early 20s. So again, I was around Sudiksha's age. This was like 10 plus years ago, like 10, 11 years ago. And I can't help but think that what if the same thing happened to her? And maybe at the time she didn't have that same type of discernment. And she said, you know what? I'm 20, I'm 21, however old she was. I know however old she is, because we're going to speak positivity. Maybe she's still alive, She might have said, you know what? That sounds like fun. Let me go ahead and walk over there. And she walked over there and, maybe she caught, just down on her luck. She might have ran into some bad people. Could have been the guy that was being interviewed. Could have been someone else. We don't know. But I'm telling y'all, don't lose hope. Do y'all remember the girl? I think her name was Amanda Berry. She was missing for a very long time. Years, y'all. Years and years and years. I believe her family and the rest of us thought she was long gone. And she wasn't. She was being held captive in somebody's house. So we just never know. Sudiksha, she really might still be alive. And I think it's very unfair to call off a search less than 2 weeks after her disappearance. And that's really what I wanted to say about it. Let's keep her name alive. Let's keep talking about her. And if you're a Dominican Republic, please don't stop looking for her, because I feel like she deserves that. She deserves that much.